So for the next layer type, we have a look at the border layer type. So we add a new layer from the type border. And what a border layer is, it basically connects one hex side. So the flat top here example, if you click, you can see it draws a line. Basically, what you can do is you select the color and you can select width, and then you can create these lines. There is another layer type called hex side, which also draws alongside hex sides but has a different purpose. So this one, the border layer type, it's more for like administrative purposes. So for example, to show the border between two countries, or like it's more, as mentioned, an administrative purpose. What you can do is next to selecting the color, you also have your palettes. So if you remember in the first or the second video about the fill layer, we created this palette, and you also have like access to your palettes here. But you can also change the look of the lines you draw. So the default value is a solid line. You also can make it a dashed line. So a dashed line is like, maybe we change the color to something darker, like this. So a dashed line, you can change the sizes of the gaps and the elements, and create different border lines like this. You can also change how the ending looks. So in this case, it's a flat ending, but you can also do like a round ending, or square, where a square is, in this case, the same as the flat ending. Then what you also can do, you can enable an outline, and in this case, it draws like a black outline around your main line. And also, if we make it a solid again, you see it creates an outline. And what you also can do with the border layers, you can enable an offset. And what this does is it shifts the stroke you draw into the hex. So when offset is at 0, it creates the line perfectly in the middle between two hexes. And if you enable the offset, you see that you can like shift the line more towards the inside of an hex or towards the outside of an hex. And another thing you can do is you can enable a shadow. And as with the assets layer, the shadow layer is global. So you can play around with your shadow, set angle, distance, spread, size, and so on. And yeah, it just gives it a little three-dimensional look. And what you can also do, if you like your setting, you can save a preset. And here at the presets manager for the borders, you can always load up your presets. So if you want to reuse them, you don't have to toggle in all the options. You can just select from the presets.